Okay, welcome to our third episode, From Strangers to Siblings.
Welcome.
Um, yeah, blending families, it's like taking 5 kids, a cat and a bunny, putting them in a blender and expecting a delicious smoothie. But sometimes what you get is a very loud and lumpy mess.
Oh yeah.
Let's get real.
Let's get wiser together.
And honestly, one of the most challenging things was my cat. You would think, the jealousy would concern my kids and me, but it was my cat that was at stake for my son. He just couldn't get his head around this concept of a step cat. This just didn't exist. He didn't want to accept that. Step siblings, okay, but no step cats, thank you very much.
No, I remember that. And that kind of sums up the whole thing. When we moved in together, I had this, I don't know, naive picture maybe of us being this Disney Channel vibe family, just all laughs and chaos, and everybody was like adoring each other, like in secret. But
even though there were some clashes.
yeah. But reality check, it was not an audition for them. They were not auditioning for a sitcom. They were just trying to find out what it really meant to just having siblings, step parent, and apparently also cats.
Yeah. So today we're getting real about blending two families and strangers to siblings, what we went through, the myths, the conflicts, the hope, the guilt, and of course the strategies that keep our family together, make it work for us.
And here's the thing, our 3 girls, they genuinely clicked from the start. They have their own group chats, they are playing the same game, they are even texting each other when they are not living here in the house. And I mean, that has been so rewarding, just looking at that. Makes me very happy. But the boys, well, maybe not so much. It's been different. They're not like, it's not like they're hostile or mean or anything. No, it's just they are more casual about the situation. It's like they don't have the same bond that the girls have. And
I would say they don't even have so much need for time together as the girls do in our family. At least they appear not to.
It's hard to tell really. Because sometimes there are very situation between your boy and my youngest, where they are going when it's snowing, they went together, and there have been moments where I was really seeing that there were a bond. But I have this thought that the 2 boys, if heaven forbid, if something happened to you and me, like we wouldn't be together anymore and they were not going to live in the same house, I don't think that they would be so heartbroken unlike the girls would be. But I mean, it's okay, it's reality, and they just living peacefully together is, for some people, could be, or some kids, it's a victory. And I think that it's okay to have another kind of connection, and
a quieter connection.
Quieter.
And then again, there are small battles. That's also part of our daily life. Our kitchen, for example, is basically the UN Security Council from time to time. Our kids could get jobs at the European Court of Justice. It's all about fairness. God forbid they will unload the dishwasher one time too many, more than other siblings. It's just a no-no.
Catastrophe.
Every time they suspect that that's the case, they launch an investigation. They go to the calendar and count how many times they've done it this week. And so the dishwasher is the perfect battleground.
Yeah.
Really. And our rule is rotate, and they write down in the calendar, okay, I did it, or the other person did it. And that's a great solution. It's crystal clear. But no, still there are conflicts, and somehow it's not my turn again.
No.
Every time you ask, no, it's not my turn. And sometimes they try to find loopholes. But last week I did the most, and I unloaded the dishwasher the most times. Yeah, but last week your step-siblings were not even here, so logically you had to do more than normally because you only had your siblings. So that's a common conflict in our family.
And we were like standing, guys, while you've been arguing about this dishwasher, you would have already been emptying it. I mean, it takes such a long time sometimes.
Yeah, but now they have to prove that they are right. They are like air traffic controllers monitoring incoming flights. Precision,
precision is the key.
Yeah.
And talking about precision, we have 3 bathrooms in this house. 3. And I think that would be enough for all of us. But no way. We will have always 3 girls. There will always be a battle. Who can get in? Who will have time in the bathroom? And like, picture this: one is straightening out her hair, the other one is maybe brushing her teeth, and then one is pounding on the door, and you're not even using the sink. While we have 2 more bathrooms, just sitting there, waiting for a visit.
Exactly. And the laws of teenage physics dictate that everyone needs to use the same bathroom at the same time, at the exact same time. Yeah. And also, speaking about our boys, when we moved in together, we strategically and very, very cleverly placed them on the same floor because they did have a lot of respect for each other. And my son is younger; he looks up to your son, and so we thought, well, they get along the best, so we'll place them on the same floor. And at the beginning, it worked very well. But then gradually they started coming to us and talking privately about certain issues, and that would be the volume. Your son likes to go to bed early, and my son likes to stay up and play video games. And well, I'm happy that they, there's no direct confrontation, but you still feel this tension. And one would say, well, I can't sleep, he's too loud. And the other one would say, well, it's not my fault that my friends can only be online at midnight. So trying to resolve this problem is also occasionally challenging.
And it turned into this Cold War where we were getting these text messages on the phone. I cannot sleep. And well, it was basically us being like the UN peacekeepers, trying to negotiate a ceasefire between Team Sleep and Team Flight Simulator.
Exactly.
And jealousy, it didn't only concern the cat. It also very much concerned you and me. I never forget the early days when my youngest daughter would hold your hand, and I'd see your son sneak over and grab your hand instead. And it was this tug of war going on, and like he was saying, hey, don't forget me, I'm still here. And
I was here first.
I was here first, yeah, exactly. And it's not like it was about jealousy, but not in a mean way.
No.
It was about he was surviving. I mean, it was fight or flight mode at this point.
It was touching, it was heartbreaking.
And he needed your reassurance that he wasn't going to lose you in
Yeah.
some way. And yeah.
Yeah, and I remember especially in when we were at the Universal Studios park.
Oh my God,
and
yeah.
a crowded place, and
Yeah.
you know, of course, I was holding her hand. She is the youngest, but then all of a sudden, the hand was replaced
Yeah.
by my son's hand.
Yeah.
And it is heartbreaking to see that he needs me, and he realizes he needs me when he sees that I'm holding another child's
Yeah.
hand. Maybe
Yeah.
he wouldn't even hold my hand. He was 12 at the time.
Yeah.
He normally didn't hold my hand,
No.
but then he wanted to hold my hand.
Mm.
Can be sometimes impractical. I feel like a confused octopus, especially crossing the street, you know, navigating through the crowd with all my hands taken by
Yeah.
kids. Yeah. And all of this comes with parental guilt. Occasionally,
Yeah.
we feel torn. You know, we really want to give our children all the time that we can give, and now we have more children to comfort, more children to support, and the time is divided between the 5 of them. And sometimes I think, you know, these thoughts cross your mind. Have we messed this up? Are they gonna grow up blaming us?
Hope not. Yeah, for me the guilt hit in other ways. When my kids were adjusting, if one of them feels sad or said like, I'm missing my old home, I like felt like a stab of responsibility. I ruined their lives. And you know, in some way you ruin their life. You just drag them out of their safe place. And it was just all these things just as a result of my choices.
Yeah.
And I also feel guilty even when I was not with them. Sometimes I was just enjoying myself with you, or when you had kids, I was visiting you when you had kids. I also felt guilty because I kind of thought that I was failing them. But it took me a while to realize that adjustment it isn't a problem that I just can solve. It's a process.
Yeah.
And me being more grounded and more happy will make me a better dad, not a worse one.
Yeah. And it is a fair point. We as parents, we make choices, we choose this life, but our kids, they wake up in a new constellation, in a new setting, with another parent and with extra siblings.
Yeah.
It can be tough.
It can.
So that's why we decided to look at some research and you know, is statistics in our favor? What are our prospects?
Yeah, and as it turns out, it isn't just us. There's this Canadian psychologist we've read about, read her research, Mavis Hetherington. She started blended families for decades, and her big finding was that step siblings relations are involuntary. Kids, they don't choose them, right?
Right.
And they don't come with this shared history with baby photos and goofy stories from, you know, old times.
Yeah, but there's something that struck me actually. Come to think of it, you know, no families are, you know, chosen. We are born in families. We don't choose our parents. We don't choose our siblings, and they have their own personalities. They have their own issues, and you know, the issues that we face, they can also be relevant for regular families.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it's not by definition that you will bond with your biological siblings.
No.
If I remember myself, when I was 6 and I got my younger sister, I was very happy at the beginning, but then between the ages of 9 to maybe 14, I mostly looked at her as a burden, because especially when I had to babysit her, and I really wanted to spend more time with older kids. So I only really found this interest in her when I moved out at 22. And then I saw her. Oh, she's a very interesting person. I want to get to know her.
Yeah.
It was a revelation. So, you know, it's not just about step families, but if such issues are true for regular families, why do we expect step families to all of a sudden overnight bond and live happily ever after? Yes, there is this extra factor. You know, siblings come in bigger numbers and at the same time. But again, I think we shouldn't exaggerate the problem.
No, I think you're right. Absolutely. I had the same. I guess my sister as well. I'm not sure she was always very keen on having me around. Were you? Hetherington's research shows that most step siblings, they eventually form these positive and long-lasting relationships, but it takes time. It can be 1, 2, 3 years.
One is very optimistic.
It is.
Also, I read more like around 2 years of adjustment.
Yeah, and I understand that. It totally makes sense. And 2 ingredients that she said was that matter the most: are time and low parental conflict. If the couple is solid, and also with the ex-spouses, then the kids, they can relax and, you know, grinding and creating this slow bond building experience. She also found that blended families go through a chaotic adjustment window, usually 2 years of high conflict and new roles, new routines, and after that things often stabilize, and the family can start to create their new routines.
Yeah, and she also emphasizes the importance of the supportive role of step parents. We shouldn't come in straight away as the disciplinarians.
No.
We should first build the trust with kids. So yeah, it's not always, you know, a walk in the park. It can be tough. In our family, we face challenges every day, but we have come to realize that some strategies do help us. So what are they? I want to name the first one, abandoning the one big happy family myth image. Togetherness cannot be forced, and sometimes, you know, our kids opt out. They want to stay at home while we go out, while we go for walks, we go to the beach, or we go out to the city, and boys opt out, and it should be okay because they need more space, and maybe because that's not their favorite activity to go out to the city and shop. They hate shopping. And I think it's good to allow them to stay occasionally or often even, because that way we respect their space, we respect their privacy, and we respect their choice. And maybe next time they will want to spend time with us. For example, you know, playing board games is always fun. And that's something that they enjoy doing. And
that makes me think about the other strategy that we also practice is the no pressure activities. One of the big ones, we have talked about this before, is our Friday night cheese platter. It's, you know, it's such a perfect way to spend time together, and all of the kids want to be there, even the ones that do not eat cheese, that just comes for the crackers. And it's just such a good way to bond for everybody, and it's always a good experience. And then it can be smaller things like you, me, and the 3 girls watching all the Mamma Mia movies and singing a bit, being cringe. And it just also shows that we don't have to be together, all the 7 of us, all the time to bond. It's also okay to do it in smaller portions.
And also when we allow, so the two strategies, they are connected. When we allow some of our kids to opt out, they come to realize on their own themselves that they miss each other. They miss the bigger constellation. For example, your son didn't spend so much time with us this summer. And then it was so endearing when my son came to me and said, well, I miss him. He hasn't been around so much. It was a very sweet
and
revelation.
One thing I come to think of is also that you and I, we are so focused on our kids. We are observing everything all the time.
Read all the signs.
We're reading all the signs. We are doing this part. Now we are experts. We're not. And sometimes I think that they don't see it as we see it.
No.
They don't think that they are discussing or it's a problem or
they
arguing. It's just being them.
Yeah. Exactly. And that's true. We are too vigilant sometimes and jump to conclusions like, oh no, it's not working. Oh no, there's tension, but they don't see it this way. Yeah, but it's good that we are vigilant. Then we will not miss the moments when there are problems.
No, exactly.
Okay, and then the third strategy that we apply and that seems to work is validating the feelings but not bad behavior. So when there are clashes, for example, I try to use this formula. I didn't start using it straight away, but gradually I came to using this formula. Acknowledging, validating the feelings first, and then correcting the behavior. For example, when my son was angry because of the mess in the kitchen, which he is also occasionally guilty of, very often actually. Someone else made a mess in the kitchen and he was adamant that we don't help the child, that the child has to clean it themselves.
Yeah.
And so he was screaming, he was angry. And I said to him, well, I understand your feeling. You feel upset because we always tell you to clean. And of course you want this child to clean, but it's not okay to shout. No one wants to act. No one wants to start doing something when being shouted at.
No.
You wouldn't want to. So, we can talk calmly and maybe we'll get better results.
Yeah. The last strategy that we use and that we have been talking about before is the one-on-one time with our biological kids.
Yeah.
The one-on-one time is very important, and to make them feel reassured and make them feel that they are seen. For example, you have these evening talks with your kids where you sit in their rooms and you talk, and you sometime I find you lying and watching TV with them in the room, and it's been important for them. It's been a part of your thing for a long time, so it's very good that you keep on holding those tradition in Abe, I think. I have my evening walks sometimes with my youngest where we talk about anything that she has on her mind, and with the other girls I can sometimes go out to the movies with my son or with but it's just so important that they still have your dad, their dad, their mom, feel secure.
It's like an emotional refill for them.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So from strangers to siblings is not a straight line. It's a bumpy road sometimes. It can be emotional, it can be messy, but it's also full of small wins and moments of joy.
Oh yeah. And our job is not to force love, but to create the space, the time, and the stability for it to grow.
Yeah. So if you are raising a blended family, or if you belong to one when you were a child, please share your experience with us. What worked for you? What didn't work? What would you warn against? We are open to your comments and your suggestions, and we'll be happy to share them in our new episodes.
Yeah. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your stories in the comments.
And
See you next time.